Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. It's a late one, I have to be real with you guys. It's the one-off, right? It is a one-off, and I'll explain because there's a very good reason. But Chelsea played West Ham 2-1 on the day. I got another prediction right. Happy days, I almost got the lineup right as well. The same sort of philosophy and system that I thought Tuchel would implement. Turns out in the second half of all the changes, it paid off, but we get the 2-1 win. Another prediction in the bag. I might have to just keep predicting 2-1. If I say 2-0, Chelsea will lose. Say 2-1, happy days, we win 2-1. So I'm going to just stick with that from now on. Starting from the next game, we've got Champions League, haven't we? So let's wait and see. Now, video has come late. This is the one-off, as I've said, because it's a match review for yesterday's game. Normally, I'm immediately on the case after a game or on the same day. There is some news for all of you. Huh? Can you see this? Yes. Yesterday, wedding day. All done and dusted. Hence why there was no way, even though I managed to catch the game, right? Despite the moments I was like turning away, but I'm like on my phone. Yeah, it's happening. But apart from that, there was no way I was getting a video out to you last night. And today, sorting everything out, it is what it is. But hope you understand, that's why it's been a bit inconsistent. And in the build-up to everything, it's been very, very busy. Very busy. It's all done and dusted now. I will be away, so that's going to be fun, but the content will still be there. Maybe not daily, but the previews and match reviews will be on time, 100%. So keep your eyes peeled going forward, at least for the next few fixtures, whilst I'm not going to be here, but I'm still giving you guys the content. So yeah, on the day, very happy. It made my day even bigger. Chelsea win 2-1. Happy days. But it's filled with controversy. And I would have to be honest and say rightfully so, because I'm going to be honest with you guys now. West Ham deserved a point. That game should not have finished 2-1. My prediction should not have been right. That game should have finished 2-2 without question. How it's come to that, I don't know. We'll come to the goal very shortly, but before, let's get into how it all went down. Thomas Tuchel decided to start off with the lineup of Mendy in goal, Fofana with his debut, Thiago Silva, Koulibaly, happy days, Reece James, and Cucurella as the wing-backs, as predicted. Happy days there too. This is something that I didn't expect. We had Loftus-Cheek. Even though it seemed like there was a bit of rotation there. Kovacic at times was the deep player. Loftus-Cheek at times was a deep player. You could say a three-man midfield sharing the responsibility. Gallagher there too. But Gallagher was definitely pushing up a little bit more forward, which is where he's meant to play. He is a number 8. A traditional 8. Some would say near the 10 position, which he can do. He's not really been tried there, but he can do it. However, that is his role. And did he look good? He looked alright. I would say better than how he's been performing in the pivot with Jorginho. 100%. So it was something. Although, I have to be honest, despite us asking for the changes, it's crazy. And this is the thing with English football. And this is why it's hard to find some consistency in this Chelsea team. Because as soon as Thomas Tuchel changes things, all of a sudden we get a spark of life. With the same players that we were telling everyone they should be dropped. It's mad how it works out, but we had Kovacic, Loftus-Cheek, Gallagher in midfield, and up top we had Pulisic and Raheem Sterling. I thought it was going to be Sterling and Armando Broja, who signed a 6-year deal, but it's Pulisic. And you could see Pulisic, despite his frustrations at Chelsea, looked a little bit happier. He looked happier. He's been given the responsibility of going up and trying to score goals now. Listen, you're not playing as a wing-back tonight. Fantastic. You could see a little bit of relief. It's going to take a little bit of time for him to get his full rhythm like we'd like to see. You know, hopefully he gets back to that because there's no choice. He has to stay at Chelsea Football Club. But let's see how it pans out. Raheem Sterling up top. And this game was quite plain. Excuse me. As my voice is going. Pretty weird and plain. That was the story of the first half. Into the second half. But Thomas Tuchel making the changes where he managed to bring on Broja, Mason Mount at minute 60 to take off Gallagher and Pulisic. And that is something that I've predicted for a while, by the way. I've said that Gallagher and Mount are going to be competing with each other. People are saying there should be a way to try and play them at the same time. I disagree. If Gallagher is playing in an 8, Mason should be playing in an 8. You know, you can't have both. You have one or the other because there are other midfielders there like Kovacic that need to be playing or Kante that need to be playing. And they're both not deep players. So whoever is going to be, you're going to have to pick one. Gallagher and Mount going to be competing with each other. When that happened, it's mad to think like, and the same goes for Kai Havertz because later on, 72, we brought on Kai Havertz, Chilwell for Kovacic and Cucurella. And you could just see, weirdly enough, it was like going back to type. We had all these players that we decided to bring in, and then we take them off. We bring on Mount, Havertz, Chilwell, players that have been at Chelsea for a little while now, and they come on and they do the business. Just as we say, okay, they need to be dropped, they were dropped, they came on, they prove a point. Maybe the dropping worked. Maybe the message has gotten through. Especially Kai Havertz, fair play. Mason Mount got stuck in, so fair enough. Definitely a better display than what we've seen in the last few games of his. So you know what, I'll take it all day long. And then towards the end, Jorginho came on for Loftus-Cheek, provided a little bit of stability in defence. Well, not in defence, in attack. After we were looking to, go with the 2-1 win. We managed to bring on Jorginho, and all of a sudden, a few minutes later, Havertz gets the goal. Happy days. So it is what it is. But the goals, Chilwell, we make all those subs. Chilwell comes on, by the way. Great finish. Very, very, very good instinct. The way that the ball comes into his path and he doesn't wait. He doesn't think I'm going to put it across back into the box. He sees the opportunity, boom, in between the legs, goes low pace on it, but it slots itself in. Fantastic. Prior to that, the most stupid goal for West Ham, let's be real, just an absolute melee, an absolute disaster. Bodies clashing into each other. You'd think there's a war kicking off. Mendy hits into Reece James, hits into Fofana was in there. There was a West Ham player in the middle of that. Antonio picks up the pieces, taps it in, 1-0 West Ham. I was scared at that point because I think mentally, we know what we like. After the form that we've been in, we see us go 1-0 down to West Ham at Stamford Bridge and we're thinking, nah, we're going to lose. I have to be honest, we went 1-0 up. We went 1-0 down. I was thinking it's over. We're not coming back. I'd like to think with the time we'd come back, but we're not coming back. And then we did. Ben Chilwell with a fantastic finish. Later on, Kai Havertz, ball gets drilled across the box by Chilwell. Started off by Armando Broja, by the way, so fair play. But Chilwell drills it across the box and Kai Havertz with a fantastic finish. However, I do want to say something to Kai Havertz. Great finish, better display after he came off the bench. Happy days. But, giving it this... Mate, what are you doing? You score one goal, all of a sudden you're giving it the big one, as Lampard told Klopp. Listen, no. Score a second, and then a third, and then a fourth, and then you can begin to go, hey, who's talking now, yeah? Only Haaland right now can be talking about this, let's be honest. And I didn't really expect Haaland to do that. As much as, people tend to do expect that sort of thing from a player like Haaland. I thought he would have time to adapt to the Premier League and he wouldn't kick on straight away, but he's just come in and he's bossed it. So he can come on and go away. To people like me, I didn't think he'd kick in. He can do this to me if he wants, yeah, after the goals that he's scoring. Kai Havertz, you've scored one. Relax. Relax. So keep it up. That's what I'm saying. Keep it up. Keep this up. Hopefully he can build that momentum and hopefully he can get some goals. But then the controversy. Towards the end, West Ham get a goal and then it gets taken back to VAR. Because I forgot what West Ham player it was, but clashes into Edouard Mendy. The ball comes in, they both go in for the ball. Edouard Mendy gets to the ball, he's patted it out, it's landed straight into the path of the West Ham player who put it into the net. I forgot who it was, I apologise. But the player that was initially going in for the challenge has his legs lingering. He doesn't go in for a kick. He doesn't go in to attack Edouard Mendy. Mendy has already won the ball. It's not like he's lost the ball because of it. He's already done what he wanted to do. The legs are still there. It gets him on the body. West Ham player trips over. The goal is scored. And it goes to VAR and it says, no, that's a foul on Edouard Mendy. And for once, it's a VAR decision for Chelsea that I'm going to disagree with. We normally talk about VAR being against us, campaign against Chelsea, this, that and the other. But yesterday, that was just mind-boggling. And it goes to show the inconsistency in VAR and the inconsistency in English refereeing. And it's just a shambles at this point. And I'm not going to complain if with my blue tinted glasses on because it's helped Chelsea. Happy days. But realistically, it shouldn't have finished 2-1. It should have finished 2-2. And West Ham deserved the point. It didn't play badly either, West Ham. They were there. They wanted it. We replied initially. I'm happy with that. The response was exactly what I was looking for. But, yeah, that goal should have stood. And, again, I just don't think you find these problems happening in other European countries. We've got the best league in the world, but my goodness, we've got the worst refereeing. We've got the best in every single department, whether it's the profile, whether it's the stature, whether it's the TV rights, whether it's the money, whether it's the superstardom, whether it's the unpredictability, whether it's the little teams being given a chance to be able to try and compete with the big guys. You don't really find that in other leagues. Here you do. You end up with the shock results. Here, you get all of that, but the refereeing is a disaster. And I just don't understand why. I don't understand why a decision like that goes to VAR. VAR was made to bring in correct decisions. VAR was brought in to fix the problems that human error has, the problems that we have because of human error, to eliminate that. Yet we end up with VAR and we end up with more human error. It is ridiculous at this point. VAR looks at it and goes, foul. It's not a foul. I don't know. I don't know who they're putting in VAR boxes nowadays, but they're probably not real referees, or they shouldn't be referees anyway. And I know some of you are going to be like, yeah, but it's Mike Dean or someone else. Well, it shouldn't be a ref. Simple as that. Anyway, that's exactly how it went down. At the end of the day, happy days, Chelsea with the 3 points, so I will take it. But West Ham, definitely hard done by. Definitely hard done by and deserved more. Now, with the results that we've had today, Arsenal still remain top of the league despite losing to Manchester United 3-1. How has that happened? I mean, Arsenal were due a loss, but Man United are looking like they've bounced back, haven't they? They're looking serious, so it is what it is. Man City, Tottenham, Chelsea are currently 6th with 10 points ahead of Liverpool, who seem to be struggling. So you know what? We're in a good position. It's not the end of the world. We are currently 5 points adrift off the top. Considering our bad form and the way that we started, I'll take it. Let's try and kick on from now and let's see what we do. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear it in regards to this fixture, what happened against West Ham, the goals and the controversy at the end. Do you agree or disagree with me? Do you think rightfully so, even if you're a Chelsea fan, it was a goal? Or are you happy with it and go, nah, it wasn't a goal? Explain why. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. Again, apologies for the delays. It's done now. There won't be any more delays. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one, people. In a bit. Take care and peace.